Have you ever wondered, what if my Social Security is not enough? Or maybe you've asked yourself, what if inflation keeps going up? What if I retire at 65 and then realize I need another 500 or 1,000 a month? For a lot of Americans, retirement feels like a cliff. You work, you save, you stop working, then you spend the next 20, 30 years hoping your money lasts. But if retirement didn't have to work out that way? What if instead of relying on one paycheck from Social Security, you had one small income stream that traveled with you wherever you went? An extra 300 a month, maybe 800, maybe even 2,000, not because you have to work, but because you choose to work. After traveling through Southeast Asia, one thing became very clear to me: a little bit of extra income goes a long way overseas. Today, I want to share several realistic ways an ordinary American can start building remote income before retirement. This is not a get rich quick scheme, not becoming an influencer overnight, just practical ideas that can give you more freedom, more confidence, and more choices when it's finally time to retire abroad or travel around the world. So let's get started. Most people think retirement means stop working forever. I think retirement means having the freedom to choose. If you enjoy working 3 hours a week, great. If you don't, that's okay too. The point is having options, having freedom, having choices, not because you have to. Number one income stream you can do to supplement your retirement income is whatever career you've had. You can consulting or contractor. Someone out there wants your knowledge, whether you're a teacher, a nurse, or accountant, or an engineer, or HR, sales, construction, business owner. Whatever you have done throughout your life, you have the credentials, you have the experience, you have the knowledge and the wisdom that someone else is willing to pay for. People pay for experiences, and what better ways to learn from somebody who has the most experience, who've done it for 20, 30 years of their life, than somebody who's doing it brand new. You don't need 40 hours a week. Sometimes a 1 or 2 clients each month is enough. Number two income stream is freelancing. It could be writing, editing, graphic design, bookkeeping, marketing, translation, virtual assistants, online admin support, customer service. Many of these jobs can be done from anywhere in the world as long as you have good Wi-Fi access. Income stream number three is YouTube. Obviously, I'm a little biased, but here's why I like YouTube. You create something once, and it can continue helping people, and you earn income for years from it. Will everyone become a full-time creator? No. But if you enjoy sharing the stories, sharing your experiences, helping other people do what you're doing or reach their goals, teaching, it can become one of the pieces of your retirement income puzzle. And here's the thing. A lot of people who are retirement age think YouTube, that's for young kids. That's for, that's not for me. You're watching YouTube right now, aren't you? So there's tons of other people just like you who are around your age, watching YouTube videos, dreaming about their next chapter in life, or whatever it is that your specific interest is. If you're into pickleball, you can make a channel all about pickleball for people over 50 or 60, or whatever your age is. If you're into knitting, you can make a knitting video. The thing that most people don't know is advertisers are willing to pay more for people over 40 who are older, who have the most disposable income than younger people. So think about it. Who could be the best candidate for creating videos and channels for people over 40 plus than those who are living that lifestyle? And this could become a good supplemental income source for you while you're retiring and traveling the world if you want to. And this could also just be a fun hobby and creative outlet. And that's kind of what it turned into for me. I didn't know anything about YouTube when I started this channel. And I have to say now at this point, I've been sharing my travel experiences for a while. I'm still learning a lot every day. I'm no means by, right there. I'm still a newbie, but I'm actually enjoying sharing my experiences, sharing the things I'm learning as I slow travel and learning about this lifestyle. And I want to help other people make this reality become real. I love travel. And what better way to help other people live this lifestyle, retire and travel the world, than share my experiences and save them time and money and frustration using my experiences and other people who are doing it. Income stream number four is tutoring or teaching. You can do it online or you can do it in person. A lot of places in other countries, let's say Southeast Asia, Thailand, Vietnam, wherever you want to go to, you can teach English in person or you can teach online. If you have a very specialized skill, maybe you can do an online class as an adjunct professor, or you can teach English to people who wanted to learn it online or in person. You can oftentimes get a teaching contract in, let's say, Thailand, where they have international schools. And usually all you need is a bachelor's degree and, some kind of teaching certificate, let's say TFL. And you can get a teaching position where they will actually secure the long-term visa for you, and they can also provide and find you a housing. Oftentimes, these countries would provide housing or give you a housing stipend, so your housing is covered. So there's a lot of ways to do this, online or in person. Now, before you think, I was never a teacher and I can't teach. Well, you don't have to. There are people who are all over the world learning English, math, music, business skills, and even hobbies. If you spend your career in a particular field, chances are you know much more than you realize. Maybe you're a retired accountant. Maybe you worked in healthcare. Maybe you've been in sales for 30 years. People will pay to learn from people with real world experience. Many tutoring platforms let you teach right from your laptop. You can teach whatever subject you want. It doesn't have to be just English. The best part is you decide how many hours you want to work and when you want to work, and you can work from anywhere. And maybe it's just 2 mornings a week. Maybe it's 5 hours a month. Then that's the kind of flexibility that fits your retirement travel lifestyle. Hey, real quick before we continue, if you are an American hoping to retire and slow travel the world, sometime within the next 2 to 5 years, I created a free resource just for you. It's called the Retirement Travel Readiness Checklist, and it walks you through the 12 big things that you want to have in place before you make the leap to retirement abroad or retirement travel. I'm putting the finishing touches on it right now, and my goal is to release it as soon as the channel reaches 500 subscribers. So if you don't want to miss it, go ahead and hit that subscribe and like button. That way you'll be one of the first to get a free copy when it's released. All right, let's get back into the video. Income stream number 5 is rental income. Maybe it's your home. Maybe it's your duplex. Maybe it's a basement apartment. Even one rental can dramatically increase your flexibility if the cash flow is good. And if you choose to sell your house, that's great. Then you can invest that into a dividend income. Or if you choose to keep your house and rent it out, if there's any amount of cash flow, that can help further fund your retirement travel as well. If you don't want the responsibility of having rental property while you're on the road, I totally understand. That probably is not for you. If you do want to travel and keep your home or rental properties or whatever, then I would recommend getting property managers, whether it's a long-term rental, short-term rental, whatever kind of rental you might have. I would get a property manager. That way you are not messing with 10 calls and toilet breaking in the middle of the night. But if you don't want to mess with that at all, I totally understand. There's tons of other income streams to supplement or fully fund your retirement travel, so you don't have to worry about that. Income stream number 6 is seasonal or part-time remote work. Maybe you don't want a business, and that's okay. There are tons of remote jobs that can be done from anywhere else, anywhere in the world. There are customer service jobs. There are interpreter jobs if you speak another language. There's bookkeeping. There's travel support. There's administrative work. Well, working just 10 to 15 hours a week while living in Thailand or Malaysia or on the road can completely change your retirement budget, especially if you're earning in US dollars and using the geo arbitrage, you're spending it in places that your dollar goes much farther than the US. It could really make a big difference. We are transitioning our old jobs and businesses into remote modalities so we can be on the road and traveling and still have sources of income. We're switching from in-person income source to online because we know how valuable location-independent income can be. Now, income stream number 7, most people ignore it, but I still count it towards income stream because it contributes to your overall spending and cost of living while you're traveling around the world. And this one is house sitting or pet sitting. Now, this one is a little bit different because it's not always a direct income, but it can save you thousands of dollars while you're traveling around the world. House sitting and pet sitting can allow you to stay in somebody else's home in exchange for caring for their pets, maybe taking care of their plants and watching their house while they're on the road or traveling. Or simply keeping an eye on the property while they're away. So that can mean free accommodations for a week, a month, or several months at a time, or something even longer. When you're traveling long-term, eliminating your housing cost can have the same impact as earning an extra source of income. And if you're open to paid pet sitting through platforms or private clients, some people actually earn, money while they travel. Here's one of the ways you can minimize your housing costs while you travel around the world is do, let's say, house sitting while you're in high cost of living, like Europe and New Zealand, Australia, Tokyo, Japan, or when you're back in the US visiting friends and family for a month or two. And the biggest cost of living countries, the US is definitely going to be one of them. I mean, you have to come and visit them, visit your friends and family. So if you house sit half or most of your time in the US while visiting family, oftentimes a lot of house sits will also come with the car because the owners are not using it. They're flying out and they may feel comfortable enough to lend you their car as well. So you can have transportation and housing taken care of in the US where there's super high costs compared to staying in Southeast Asia. So you can eliminate some of your biggest housing costs and transportation costs in countries like US or UK or New Zealand, Australia, some of these high cost of living places, especially. That can make a huge difference in your travel budget. It's a great option if you love animals and enjoy slower pace of travel, and want to stretch your retirement budget without sacrificing comfort. For many retirees, it's one of the easiest ways to make retirement travel much more affordable. The mistake I see people make is they wait until retirement to start thinking about income. Instead, start now, experiment, try out the ideas, see what you enjoy, see which one you don't like. You don't need 10 sources of income. You probably only need one or maybe two. Imagine this. You're sitting in the beautiful coffee shop in Chiang Mai, Thailand, or watching the sunset in Da Nang, Vietnam, or spending a month in Kuala Lumpur. Your Social Security covers most of your expenses, and once a month, another deposit shows up in your bank account. Maybe it's from YouTube, maybe it's from consulting, maybe you get your housing for free by house sitting, maybe it's a freelance work. It's not about becoming rich, but it's about buying yourself options and freedom, and because options create freedom, and that's really what retirement is all about. And if you're planning to retire and slow travel the world in the next 2 to 5 years, I would love to have you join our channel. Go ahead and hit subscribe so you don't miss future videos. And remember, I'm getting ready to release my free retirement travel readiness checklist as soon as we hit 500 subscribers. My goal with Budget Travel Therapy is to help Americans turn someday into today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.